My best friend's name is Jake. We have been friends since we were 5 years old. We live in the same neighborhood, and we go to the same school. Jake is funny, kind, and always full of energy. He has curly brown hair and bright blue eyes. He loves adventure, and we always have fun together. We spend most of our time playing, exploring, and coming up with new games. Whenever one of us has a problem, the other is always there to help. One of the things I love most about Jake is that he never gives up. Whether it's a tough puzzle, a difficult math problem, or a challenge on the soccer field, he always keeps trying until he succeeds. That's one of the reasons why we make such a great team. We encourage each other, push each other to do better, and stand by each other no matter what. Jake's family is wonderful, too. He has 2 younger siblings, his sister, Emily, who's always full of questions, and his brother, Max, who loves to build things out of Lego blocks. Sometimes, we all hang out together, and we have a lot of fun. His mom is very kind and always invites me over for cookies and lemonade. His dad loves telling stories about when he was a kid, and I enjoy listening to those, especially the ones about Jake's childhood mischiefs. One day, something exciting happened. It was a bright and sunny Saturday morning, and Jake and I decided to go to the park. We packed some snacks, grabbed our bikes, and raced to the park. The air was fresh, and the birds were singing. We could hear the laughter of other kids playing as we pedaled as fast as we could. The path to the park was long, and we enjoyed every second of it. We raced down the small hills, laughing as the wind rushed past us. Jake was always faster on his bike, but I tried to keep up. "Catch me if you can," Jake would shout, his voice full of excitement. We were almost there when we saw something unusual. A small puppy was sitting under a tree, looking scared and alone. It was whimpering softly, and its tiny body was shaking. Its fur was dirty, and it looked like it hadn't eaten in a while. "Look at that puppy," Jake said, pointing at the little dog. We ran over to the puppy and saw that it was frightened. It had soft white fur and big brown eyes that looked at us with hope. "He looks lost," I said. "We need to help him." Jake took off his jacket and wrapped it around the puppy. "Let's take him home and find his owner," he said. The puppy wagged its tail slightly as if it understood that we wanted to help. We carefully picked him up and rode back to my house. As we went along, we spoke to the puppy softly. "Don't worry, little guy," I said. "We'll take care of you." My mom was surprised when she saw us carrying the little dog. "Where did you find him?" she asked, looking concerned. "At the park," we said together. "We think he's lost." My mom smiled and helped us give the puppy some food and water. He ate hungrily and wagged his tail happily, licking our hands in gratitude. "He's so friendly," Jake said, laughing. "Let's call him Lucky for now." We made a soft bed for Lucky in a cardboard box and watched him fall asleep. As he lay there peacefully, Jake and I sat nearby, brainstorming how we could find his owner. We even talked about what we would do if no one came to claim him. "Maybe we could keep him," Jake said with a grin. "I think he's our new friend." I smiled, but I knew that we had to do the right thing. We made a sign that said, "Lost Puppy Found," and put it around the neighborhood. We also told everyone we met about Lucky. We hoped his owner would see the signs and come for him. That night, Jake and I took turns watching Lucky. He seemed to trust us, and every time he looked up at us, we felt even more determined to find his real family. I imagined what it would be like if I lost my pet. I would want someone kind to take care of it and bring it back home. As I sat with Lucky, I thought about how much my life had changed since meeting Jake. He wasn't just a best friend. He was like a brother. We had shared so many moments, adventures, laughter, and even tough times when we supported each other. The bond we had was stronger than ever, and it made me realize that true friendship is built on trust, kindness, and loyalty. The next morning, we heard a knock at the door. A little girl and her father stood outside. The girl's eyes lit up when she saw Lucky. "That's my puppy, Max," she cried happily. The father smiled and said, "Thank you so much for finding him. We were so worried." Jake and I felt proud. Even though we were a little sad to say goodbye to Lucky, we knew he was back where he belonged. The little girl hugged Lucky tightly, and the puppy wagged his tail excitedly. The father reached into his pocket and pulled out a small envelope. "This is a little thank you gift for you boys," he said. Inside, we found 2 tickets to the amusement park. Jake and I jumped with excitement. "This is the best reward ever," I said. After they left, we sat on the porch, eating cookies that the little girl had given us along with the tickets. "That was the best adventure ever," Jake said. "Yeah. And we helped someone too," I replied. The next day, we went to the amusement park together. The rides were incredible. We went on the roller coaster 3 times, screamed on the giant drop ride, and laughed as we spun around on the teacups. It was the perfect way to celebrate our adventure. As we walked around the park, I noticed how many people were enjoying the day. Families were laughing, friends were playing games, and there was a general feeling of joy in the air. Jake and I talked about how lucky we were to be able to experience such a fun day together. Later, we found a small cafe at the park and sat down to have some ice cream. Jake always chose chocolate, and I went for vanilla with sprinkles. We talked about our next adventures, wondering what exciting thing would happen next. "Maybe we'll find a treasure one day," Jake said with a wide smile. I laughed. "Yeah, or maybe we'll rescue a whole bunch of animals." We spent hours at the amusement park, and when it was time to go home, we both agreed it had been one of the best days of our lives. That night, as I lay in bed, I thought about all the amazing memories Jake and I had made together. We had been best friends for years, and I knew we would always be there for each other. No matter what happens, I know we will always stick together, ready for the next exciting journey. After that experience, Jake and I started looking for more ways to help others. We helped our neighbors carry groceries, cleaned up the park, and even volunteered at an animal shelter. It made us happy to see the smiles on people's faces. One day, Jake said, "You know what? Maybe we should start our own adventure club. We can help people and have fun at the same time." "That's an awesome idea," I said. We got some of our other friends to join, and soon, we were on new adventures every week, helping, exploring, and making the world a better place together. Having a best friend like Jake is the greatest thing in the world. We share laughs, adventures, and unforgettable moments. No matter where life takes us, I know that our friendship will last forever. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Stay tuned for more exciting and inspiring stories right here on Best English Stories.